Me dep on Epstein Island, chillin' on a Epstein Island. You email me a brief so silent, but the conversation seem no private. Me dep on Epstein Island, chillin' on a Epstein Island. Cause a young thing give me excitement, hard to keep this secret quiet. The royal boy is here, he be chillin' on the pier. The weather so smooth, so nice, with a light young rum and ice. Except on the island, no fear, no judgment on the island, it's clear. When Maxwell bring a surprise, we receive the package in a small size. Me up on Epstein Island, chillin' on a Epstein Island. You email me a brief so silent, but the conversation seem no private. Me up on Epstein Island, chillin' on a Epstein Island. Cause a young thing give me excitement, hard to keep this secret quiet. Me see a man in a wheelchair appear, him with a short gal vibing right near. A statesman just come off him flight, with a young thing on him left and right. There's a man a stand up at the gates, him want come in, he can't wait. Him look very smart and wise, foundation boy so nice. Me dep on Epstein Island, chillin' on a Epstein Island. You email me a brief so silent, but the conversation seem no private. Me dep on Epstein Island, chillin' on a Epstein Island. Cause a young thing give me excitement, hard to keep this secret quiet. Mr. Musa call late at night, him want come over, want and invite. Him have no vibes, we no rate till. And Maxwell tell a idiot say the party's done. We laugh cause smart get one STD. Him living too young, wild and free. From one Russian gal, intercourse. His wife no happy, she want divorce. Next day come around, it's safari time. We a enjoy, we self-relax and wine. Jeffrey a drive we round in a the Jeep. Him a chill guy, can't believe them call him a creep. Look how the monkey them a climb up and jump. Look on them go, them a climb and jump. Epstein Island a the place we be, if you want nature and animosity. Me dep on Epstein Island, chillin' on a Epstein Island. You email me a brief so silent, but the conversation seem no private. Me dep on Epstein Island, chillin' on a Epstein Island. Cause a young thing give me excitement, hard to keep the secret quiet.
Gucci Marks generated this shit.
My big beautiful Bill, Bill, Bill. All the things that you can feel. You make me feel so alive, with that incredible size. My big beautiful Bill, 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 Bill. Do you still wanna Netflix and chill? We can watch Brokeback Mountain, that movie ended in a big ass fountain. My big beautiful Bill, Bill. Riding up and down that hill. And Hillary don't have to know about us. This some presidential, confidential ass love. My baby, beautiful Bill. This that love that can't be killed. I wrote a special like in your name. Passing this eternal back party sun flame. And I know you're a Democrat, I'm Republican, don't give a fuck about that. We were loving like Romeo and Juliet. West Side Story, baby, let's fake all that. We're together in these Epstein files. Presidential romance is still alive. Oval Office party, we were dancing. They saying Porsche can't stop advancing. You didn't have sexual relations with that woman. I know I was with you in a White House booming. Secret Service knocking while we were cool, man. Trying to be you know that thing be drooling. Bill. You got a license for that drill. Listen, you my Billy Willy, boo. My Billy boy, whoop-dee snoop-dee, woo. Billy, Willy, woo. Whoop-dee Billy, Snoopy, woo. Billy boy, I think I love you. Whoop-dee woo, Snoopy Billy, boo.
Marco.
So, baby, how good was that?
Gave him the money. Boom.
Hey, Marco, don't do this.
Yes, my friends. We are so back.
I'm not a loser. Thanks, Marco.
We're here. Welcome, everybody.
God damn. It's all about residual income.
Hope you guys are doing well. Thumbs up the ting. Make sure you click thumbs up on the ting so that we can show some love and whatnot. The more senior of you goons will remember that on the last stream, senior being one stream ago, I talked about how I was going to order some fake money so that when the big donations fly, I can throw the fake money like I used to do a couple years ago. And I ordered the fake money on Amazon. I was anxiously awaiting the delivery. And I get a notification a few days ago saying the delivery has arrived with a photo of where the driver put the package. I do not recognize the area that he's put the package. It wasn't my house. It was a picture that looked like somebody's walkway with a blue shovel in the image. I don't own a blue shovel. I went outside walking around the neighborhood, which is, of course, very dangerous for me because I'm a rich, famous celebrity, and now I'm walking around looking for this Amazon package. And, craziness. Couldn't find it. So we had to what? Reorder it, and we're waiting for it. Yay. So that's annoying. So to those of you that were going to drop the big bags today, I still say go ahead and do it. I'll just have to twerk or something else instead. But hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for being here. The one other thing I want to get right into this Patrick Bet-David thing that I'm planning to watch with you guys because I literally have not watched it yet. I've been saving it so that we could watch it together. The most I did by way of, in terms of watching it, was I asked ChatGPT to analyze the transcript of the video. And ChatGPT tells me that the transcript focuses heavily on lifestyle claims, how much money people are making, et cetera, et cetera. So, this is from 2023. And so, April 2023, more than 3 years ago, less than 2,000 views, unlisted. So I'm guessing this was broadcasted and then, it was obviously done live and then it was recorded and then posted only for a small group within PHP, I'm assuming. Anyways, I want to get into that. But before, I have to mention one thing. Recently I've been talking about this workshop that I've been putting together. I've finished the workshop. This is, honestly, when I finished the workshop, I took the slides and the notes and I exported them. And I put them into ChatGPT and I said, tell me what you think about this. So let me ask you a question, okay? I'm giving you a transcript, okay? You're looking at it maybe 3, 5, 7, 6, 2, 8, 12 seconds, about there, okay? You're looking at it and you're going, let's take this part here and bring it over and put it with this part here and tell me what you think. That's what I asked ChatGPT. That was my exact prompt. And ChatGPT told me that the workshop that I created, the information that I put together, the case studies that I made, the examples that I pulled together is better than most paid courses that they've seen, which I don't know what they've seen. I'll take the compliment. I'm not going to dig too deep into it. I'm not going to fact check. Hey, ChatGPT, you tell me I'm amazing. What do you want me to say? My lizard brain confirmation bias tells me I have to accept it. So ChatGPT and I got into a little domestic dispute, little argument, because ChatGPT wants me to charge oodles of money for this workshop, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not even, as a matter of fact, I'm not even going to like put a paywall of any kind. You're not going to have to put in your email to watch it. It's not going to be sent to you. I'm doing it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. I'm going to do it live one time. Okay, only once. And then I'm going to record it and upload it as a, much like this Patrick Bet David video we're going to watch. I'm going to upload it unlisted, and you guys can watch it at your leisure. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm very excited about it. And I've already had like a couple of people that I've been helping with this behind the scenes. If you want to know what the workshop is for, it's for people who are trying to, either people or businesses, personal brands or businesses, who are trying to A, grow numbers wise, money wise. Can you bless me with something money wise? People who are trying to grow their personal brand or their businesses' social media by building like a trusted, loyal audience. And I have a philosophy about how to do this because I've done it myself. I have strategies for how I actually do the content, and am sort of a one-man content army. And I go through those strategies. I go through monetization strategies. And basically, I'm giving away all this information so that I can help other people on an individual basis to apply that information to their own personalized thing. You know, me, my thing. Well, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. There was as usual, there was a mob of like 30 women outside the house, and I had to get the security to fire warning shots into the air. It happens sometimes. But what can you do? Such is the lifestyles of the rich and famous. Um, so yes, I'm going to. The feds are trying to. The feds are trying to stop me from plugging my free workshop, aren't they? Yeah. Anywho, the free workshop is going to be a ton of amazing information. It's not going to be of interest to you if you're not interested in like social media or like personal branding or, you know, making money through social media. It's not going to be interesting to you. But the people that I've already helped with it, uh, it's yielded amazing results for them. And yeah, if people after watching the free workshop want to work with me one-on-one to create them a personalized strategy for how to apply the things that I talk about in the workshop to their own mission. You know, mine is exposing scams and schemes. If they have one that's about, you know, healthy living, and they talk about gardening, for example, or fitness or whatever it is, you know, then they can book one-on-one calls with me, which you can already do on alwaysmarcomerch.com, but this will be like a more structured, like there'll be a bundle of like, here's buy 2 weeks, buy 3 weeks, and you'll get a discount if you buy more time, whatever. But just wanted to plug that real quick. Okay. Got to pay some bills. Anywho, your workshop sounds a bit like a reverse funnel system, says Superfly High. This is true. And actually, it's funny, in the workshop I show an image of like an upside down pyramid showing an actual funnel, which is kind of ironic because I'm showing like, okay, short form content funneling down to long form content, and I'm showing like how I'm in my scammer era. I'm in my scammer guru era. Wouldn't that be the greatest plot twist ever? What up to everybody in the chat, all the members, all the mods. Traveling Lunatic says, I'm I'm in Edmonton. I'm about to leave for Whitecourt. Traveling Lunatic, are you one of the women that was just outside the house just now? Outside the mansion? Um, maybe. Viz Mayhem, what up? The fact that Marco spent money to buy fake money that he didn't get is so sadly hilarious. So true. Can't believe you've done this. All right. Let's check this out. This is Patrick Bet David, April update video 2023, blah, blah, blah. Let's watch it. Here we go.
How much money Vargas has made in the first 5 days of the month. Tico, did you see the numbers, what they made in the first?
Get your Patrick Bet David bingo sheet out because we've already got Tico mentioned. I don't know if that's his son. Maybe there's another Tico. Maybe there's another person named Tico. Or maybe it's this guy, Tigran. What is it? Tigran Beckian? Maybe he's calling him Tigo. I don't know. Let me plug in my Bumbleclat headphones so that there's no audio leaking back into the thing. You done know.
I did.
It's like a broken record. Vargas. Have you yet gotten tired of hearing about Vargas's name? By the way, on top of that, record-breaking month in GB. Level 1 GB, 80 of you hit it. Level 2 GB, 38 of you hit it. Level 3 GB, 17 of you hit it. Level 4 GB, 1 of you hit it. Sika's level 5 GB. Vargas has hit it, and they're going to get paid in the base shop. You ready? 127.5%. And on top of that, remember how on the last update video, Tico, we were trying to say, Vargas, when are you going to break your record and have 75 associates?
Yep.
The record was 68. Can you tell everybody how many associates WTP Base Shop had at their office in Houston just last night? What was the number?
Number was 84.
84 associates last night, and Ceci is pregnant, doing 3 to 4 weeks. Okay. And the ones that hit level 4 GB, Alyssa, just got your picture. You look amazing with David right next to you. I'm so proud of you guys. We got a massive announcement here today, major milestone income wise. We're gonna
Money wise. Bada Bing Pictures in the chat says, level 5 GB. Rob, pull up the graph of Vargas' previous record, right? Jerry Jargs, what up? Appreciate you, man. Oh, man, get them out of Amway. Get them out. Appreciate you. Much love. If you want to support, Streamlabs link in the chat. I just got a new legal bill today from my lawyer, actually, which is just for, you know, one thing people don't tell you about lawsuits is that it's not just legal fees that you pay. It's not just the lawyer's time you pay for. You also pay for disbursements of other things. Like, for example, if your lawyer needs to order a transcript from the court of what was said in a hearing, or if they need to order, if there's some filing fee, $125 for this, $125 for that. You need to pay that. So I got a new bill today for a bunch of random disbursements from here and there, transcripts and whatever else, for $1,000. Just when I think, it's like the Godfather 3, just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. It's crazy because if it weren't for the lawsuits, I'd actually be living like a pretty good quality of life, an exceptional quality of life compared to most people because of my like YouTube platform. But because the lawsuits are so endless and so just comically expensive, it keeps me humble, let's say. It keeps me at a point like which is comparable to how I was living like when I first started out on YouTube 7 years ago. So it's almost like, don't get me wrong, I'm still grateful. I still have a roof over my head, but boy, oh boy, you hate to see it.
announce Dream Team Max
David Shapiro in the chat, what up?
7 qualifiers. I got Bahamas, but I also got the first championship belt. You're gonna get the belts at TTT. You're gonna get the belts at TTT. Some of these guys are gonna be walking around taking pictures. Heavyweight champion of the world, man. We're gonna announce that. Light heavyweight. It's gonna be awesome. Anyways, let's get right into it. By the way, VPs, you guys remember when we
says, let's get right into it, and then says, by the way, and starts going off on another tangent. If you have your Patrick Bet David, by the way, how has somebody not made me a Patrick Bet David bingo card yet? Of all the billions of people that watch this stream live twice a week, you're telling me nobody made a bingo sheet, right? Rob, pull up the bingo sheet. I gotta turn off. Sorry, my butler put on one of the fireplaces, and it gets so hot in here with all the lights, and some of the girls that were here fanning me, I sent them away for the weekend, so I gotta turn off the fireplace myself.
announce the quarterly VP bonuses. We'll be announcing the VP bonuses this Friday. And a lot of you guys bonus. I can't wait to announce to you the bonuses. More importantly, you can also get your numbers for second quarter to make sure like a CEO comes out the gates to hit their bonuses quarterly for you to go after your Q2 bonuses. And we know the first 15 days of April matters the most. But before we get into any of that stuff, Teague, let's first recognize, because we recognize recruits, but we didn't recognize base shop.
No.
Here's who the top base shop performers were last month, captains. For councils, Vargas is the 320,000 points in their base shop. They were number one. Number two was Sapalas at 138. Dennis Palayo 89, Gaitan 53, Del Toro's 43. By the way, if you combine the four BCs together, they're at 324. Four BCs combined together, Sapalas, Palayo, Gaitan, Del Toro's barely beat Vargas's.
By the way, if you guys recognize the name Del Toro, my interview with Emmanuel Vargas, my interview with Emmanuel Rosales, not Emmanuel Vargas, 3 months ago, I put out the video called I Spent 4 Years in Patrick Bet-David's Cult. This video has over 156,000 views. He was in the downline of the Del Toros, and he has stories about the Del Toros. Matt Sapala is Patrick's like right-hand guy in PHP, in the PHP dynasty. And I'm surprised we don't see the guy that I debated who was part of Patrick's MLM. It's crazy. That video still gets me comments all the time. Alejandro Aguilar. I haven't seen the Aguilar. I don't see the Aguilar name on this thing, but maybe they're a different branch or whatever. But fun fact about that debate that I did with Alejandro Aguilar, that was actually the first piece of PHP related content I ever did, even before my like full length video about PHP came out, the one that has over 500,000 views. This one, 84,000 views, debating a member of Patrick Bet-David's MLM. Classic.
It's by 4,000 points. BCs. I know you're not, when you become a big shot, competition's not that crazy anymore for you. They're kicking your butt. Just so you know, I just want to make sure that announcement's made to you. Vargas's, don't listen to what I'm saying. You know exactly what I'm talking about from Max 7. Focus on division and the goal. Phenomenal.
Focus on always Marco merch. Link is in the chat. The anti-pyramid phone case, the anti-pyramid t-shirt, the anti-pyramid mug, which is in my dishwasher. Focus on that.
Job to WTP Big Shop. I hope the WTP MDs are saying thank you to their leaders for setting the incredible example that they're selling today. I hope, Marroquin, you're texting Vargas and saying thank you for the great example. Ricardo, Marcelo and Gabby, Renee and Dalila, Haz and Naveen, everybody saying, Rodolfo and Ceci, thank you for making this thing look so easy.
Thank you for making money off my back.
With 84 associates while you're pregnant and your base shop, it's level 5 GB. That means I can also make this kind of money. By the way, in the first 5 days of the month, Vargas's have made, they're the #1 cash flow so far for the month. In the first 5 days of the month, Vargas's have gotten paid, I want to say $61,000.
Whoops. What the fuck happened here? Whoops, my mistake.
Also make this kind of money. By the way, in the first 5 days of the month, Vargas's have made, they're the #1 cash flow so far for the month. In the first 5 days of the month, Vargas's have gotten paid, I want to say $61,000 in the first 5 days of the month. Okay. In the first 5 days of the month, Vargas's have made $60,000. Oriana's are at $28,000. And then you got a bunch of other names of where they're at, usual suspects, cash flow wise. Let me just kind of tell you for some of you guys that are excited to see where you're going to recognize cash flow wise by what do you call it? By TTT.
Yep.
Let me disclose this part's very important because I know this is a big deal. Vargas is officially rolling 12 again, are obviously past Palayo on income. Palayo passed up Vargas for like a small. Vargas took a break, allowed Palayo to out earn him. Vargas are back and saying, Palayo, that was good. That was a little bit of boost of confidence for you, but we're back out cash flowing again. And don't worry, we're going to pass you a plenty and enjoy the override. FYI, shout out to Palayo. Palayo, for what it's worth, he's the #2 base shop attendance in the entire company. George, we see you.
Ume in the chat says, or Umesh says, you can never make a person in MLM quit. I've learned that the hard way. I just dropped a link in the chat. My free guide called The Exit Plan. This is something that I made after literally years of studying this and after losing my own best friend to an MLM called World Financial Group, which is actually the company that Patrick Bet-David was in before he spun off and branched out on his own and started PHP. And PHP is, in my estimation, basically a copy paste of World Financial Group. There's some helpful information in there about like questions that you can be asking and ways of approaching conversations with a loved one who's brainwashed by an MLM. That's not going to lead to conflict, or that's going to minimize conflict, because I know it's very difficult, and they get very defensive about their MLMs. It's almost like a religious level of belief they have. But it is true that you will not defeat delusion with facts. There's a quote that I think applies well here, but I would just change one word. There's something, it's along the lines of, a room full of scholars can be silenced by one fact, but 500 facts cannot silence one idiot. I would replace the word idiot with, you could insert one of the following: brainwashed person, vulnerable person, believer. You know, these people got in because of hype and rah-rah and implicit or explicit income claims, in my opinion, in my experience. And so to think that you're going to take somebody's fanaticism and, you know, cure it with facts, cure it with an income disclosure, which we are going to look at the PHP income disclosure again throughout the course of this video while they're making these claims, you're mistaken if you think that you're going to wake somebody up or get them to just snap out of it. They do need to sort of come to the realization and the willingness to leave on their own. It's almost like, and this is maybe a bit of a sloppy analogy, but it's almost like somebody who's an addict. You know, they have to want to, or at least be open to the idea that there's a better way, you know?
Just so you know, our eyes on you with your base shop attendance. I will clap for you. Phenomenal job for you doing that. If you follow the example of what Vargas's are doing, your base shop could also hit a level 5 GB. Imagine that if you and Vargas has hit level 5 GB and you go into MGM Grand Arena, 2, 3, 4 people from Unity hit a level 5 GB. Okay, why?
Literally sounds like nerds talking about like World of Warcraft or something, leveling up their armor and shit. If you get to level 5 GV, you're going to have 4, 5, 6, 10, $20 billion.
Watch this. 40-year cash flow, number one, is still Sapalas, but Vargas is keep catching up. They're number 2, way ahead of Gaitan, way ahead of Palayo. Okay, then you got Mason, who's about to cross $1 million. He's $40,000 away from getting his $1 million ring.
How many times is he going to say dollar or dollars?
Then Seekas have already made $300,000. Then it's Gaines. Then it's Oriana, whom they laughed at 5 months ago, Teak, when I said Oriana's going to out cash flow a lot of you guys. I said that'll never happen. Oriana. Oriana's are there. Then it's a Vera. Then it's Diana and Kilroy. Then it's Hart. By the way, that's what happens. Diana and Kilroy overriding gains real nice. That's the benefit of override game. And I'd love to see them run a 1 million point base shot till that day. They're just in the override business. And again, nothing wrong with that's the dream. Then it's Hearts, 11th. Then it's Ricky and Erica, 12th. Then it's Moon, only $4,000 behind Ricky and Erica. Then it's Del Toro's, Cobos, Hansberry, Graziani, Marroquin, Alejandro Medrano, Del Valle, Ferrier, Phelps, Corman, Okafor, Solis, Suazo, Terrace, Davia Gomez, Bausi, Leonard, Blessing, Moritz and Craig, Castro Garcia, Casera Cahindianelli, David Bryan, cash flow for the year. I want to share that with everybody so you know what happens when you focus on the associate count. You make that kind of money. Councils, Hearts at the top, phenomenal job, Hearts. Mason, great job. Both are from MSM. Then it's TCO, then it's Gaines, Oriana, and then it's the rest of the folks under 100,000 points. Zaldo, good job, 124. Vera, good job, 121. Okafor, 101. Corman, 105. Swaza, 104. Phenomenal job to all these guys. And you have the rest of the camp. Sikas, 220. Dina Fernanda, 144, about to get their $250,000 ring. Paz and Naveen, the kings and queens of South, I'm not even South.
Look at these names, you know, it's like it almost sounds as though Patrick is fluent in Spanish with all of these names. Sika, Fernanda, Boosie. Put your pussy. It's Boosie badass. Where's the Boosie sound effect that I have?
Put your pussy lips on live, I'll give you $1,000.
Hazim, Rodriguez, David Bryan is the whitest one so far. Reyes, Ikejemba, Moon, Loma, Rodriguez again, Gomez. You can see the target demographic here, unfortunately.
Not Florida,
Florida.
They
Yeah.
have the biggest associate count in Florida, and they've licensed
Yes.
the most people in their base shop more than anybody else. And even their hierarchy last month out licensed John Mason's entire hierarchy. The only hierarchy in Florida that beat Sika's by 2, I want to say, was Del Valle's hierarchy. Tico, if you can.
Yeah, it was. They beat Hazen Naveen 31-30. Pat was the number.
31-30 by 1. So Hazen Naveen are not just recruiting to recruit.
Oh, they're not just recruiting to recruit. Oh, is that so? Imagine just all these people like competing to make Patrick more money.
30, Pat was the number.
31-30 by 1. So Hazen Naveen are not just recruiting to recruit. They're increasing their associate count. And on top of that, they're getting people licensed. Scary sight if they keep doing this. They're duplicating Vargas's example right now, while everybody else on WTP is kind of like sitting there on the sidelines. They're like, no, we're following the lead. We want to make the kind of money Vargas's are making. Ahmed 109, direct to Hazen Naveen. Then it's William and Beatrice. Hopefully you'll place all of that. Then it's David Bryan. Then it's Luisa Reyes. And then on the MD side, Llamas. Boom, Llamas. There you go, Llamas. Then it's Keshi. Then it's Leonard, made $45,000 last month. That's what happens in the place. Omar Del Angel, Davia, my friend, Eduardo Lomelin. Then you got the rest of the folks in the base shop category there. Now, let's set this one aside, Tico. I'm going to go straight into Dream Team and Max 7 real quick. By the way, for some of you guys that are wondering, we didn't even talk about in the last one because the apps just got updated. Record-breaking month ever in annuities. We had 406 annuities last month, just so everybody knows. Last year in March, we did 306. We did 406 annuities last month. We did 400 in new checks. First time in the history of the company, we've had 400 people get a new check. We had 702 licensed agents. Second time ever, we've had 700 licensed agents in a single month. The last update video with the incomes we sent you was one of the most viewed update video ever, which means by MGM Grand Arena, we could end up having 12, 13, 14, 15,000 people there, depending on how many people get qualified for TTT coming out of that place with the announcement of the speakers. It's going to be insane. Anyways, having said that, here's Dream Team called qualifiers. Okay, here we go. Bays at 18 spot, didn't qualify. Then it's Davia 17 spot. Then it's Diaz, Blessing, Wendy and Eddie, Manny and Judy De La Torre. They're at 13 spot.
Mandy and what?
Wendy and Eddie, Manny and Judy De La Torre, they're at 13 spot. Didn't make it. The first person that made it at 12 spot, William and Beatrice Rodriguez. Then it's Maritza and Craig. Then it's Joseph and Michael Leonard. Then it's Luisa Reyes. Then it's Keshi. Then it's Ahmed Hazim. Then it's Moon, Fevrier, Llamas, Dean and Fernando, Hazen Naveen, Captain, Sikas. If they had their VP thing knocked out of the way, they would be on Max 7.
10 minutes in, almost a third of the way through this video, and all they've done is be like, this guy made this much money, this guy made this much money, $50 billion, $20 billion, $200 million. Also, 124 people watching, but only 33 likes on this live stream right now. So either you hate me, emotionally manipulating, so either you hate me or you hate me. Which one is it? It's free to click like. It sends out a shockwave through the algorithm telling people to tune in, and they flock to the stream like little fish going to the fish food when you're on a cruise, and when you're in Mexico and you go on the boat, and then the snorkeling instructor throws the food over by you and one of the fish grazes against your foot and you go, I'm out. Hypothetical example, not saying that happened to me, but
with us, but that needs to get done. Either way, captains of the Dream Team call Sikas, congratulations to you. Here's Max 7, 10th spot. You need to be top 7 to be in.
I always post, or I usually always post when I'm live in the Discord, Jeff Miller. So join the Discord. It's also in the chat, in the description as well. Free to join the Discord. What? How much more free shit do you want? Free to join the Discord. And sometimes YouTube don't be pushing out them notifications. I got a message recently from someone who's like an OG watcher being like, YouTube unsubscribed me from your channel. I wondered why I wasn't seeing your stuff. Which I half accept that, because on the one hand, you should just be out of habit, instinctively going and refreshing Always Marco's social media platforms every single day without being reminded, as we all do. But you know, sometimes life gets busy and you need the notification, and when YouTube doesn't drop it, tisk tisk.
10th spot, Solis. 9th spot, they're going to hate it. But it's well deserved because you got to pay attention to the markers and you cannot get off of Drink Max 7 call. Oriana's are officially off of Max 7 call. 8, so
I think GB, or perhaps he's saying GV, probably group volume.
close. They're going to be so upset because they were so close. And I wanted them to be. I enjoy having Oriana's on, but I also enjoy having these guys on as well. You ready? Number 8, off the call. They're not going to be on. Suazo's. Number 7, he's going to flip out and he'll be very excited. He's screaming. The phone's going to drop when I say about this guy. And I wish I could witness his enthusiasm because I love this guy's enthusiasm. We had a very special conversation, him and I together. Tico, you were a part of that. You know exactly which one I was talking about. It was a very emotional conversation. He knows what I said to him, what he and I talked about. Number 7, Okafor.
Such a Patrick Bet David Nothingburger thing to say. We had a very special, very deep conversation. You know what we said. I'm not going to say what we said, but you know what we said. Or like when he'll talk about, I was talking to a guy, very high level guy. You know who he is. Totally unrelated, by the way. But look at this Mr. Potato Head nose. This is crazy.
Max 7. Good job. Now stay on. Don't give up your spot. 6 Gaines. Love Gaines staying on. 5 Mason. Freaking awesome. 4 Hearts. Phenomenal. 3 Sapalos. Of course, the most consistent leaders ever in the history of the company. 2 Ricky and Erica. And number 1, of course, Rodolfo and Ceci Vargas are the captains of Max 7. Very, very happy for those guys.
Hey, Pat stuttering. Recently, I have a new thing that I say to people when they stutter, like to my friends, you know, not to like strangers, people that I can razz, you know, people that I can mess with. I said to my niece, she was stuttering something. I was like, write it down, put it in email. I was like, write it down, send me an email later.
Now, Tico, should we go through the Bahamas ranking? So get that knocked out of the way.
Yes, that's everyone's been fighting for that last 90 days, Pat.
How should I do it? How should I do it? Should I show it in? I'm going to show it in the following way. Is the way I'm going to do it. Okay, have people seen the updated list or not yet, Tico?
They've seen it as of March 31st, Pat. Nothing. Okay. People know where kind of they rank. I think the bottom 10, bottom 15 were the ones that were. Yes, of course. Because okay. They have to do the minimums, and it was top 50 golf score. It wasn't first 50. It was top 50. So things could change last second.
Well, then I'm going to do it in a different way to make them enjoy this. Here we go. The top 5 going to Bahamas the day before, paid by the company, not the other guys that come earlier without caring whether they get qualified or not. I'm going to call you guys out who come before without qualifying. You know who you are. I'm going to call you out in front of everybody in Bahamas, just telling you, okay? Because you need to earn it. There's this thing in life called earning it. Earning it, earning it, earning it, right? Top 5, Vargas's. We're going to have a good time night before. Sapalas.
Yes, Patham's got it in the chat. You want me to show it? I'm going to show it. The way I'm going to show it is the following way. I'm going to show it.
Hearts, Sikas, Ricky, and Erica. Congratulations. You're in the top 5. Okay, then Mason.
Guys, if you weren't enthralled by the earnings that have been presented so far, just wait till he opens an even bigger Excel spreadsheet and starts going through more numbers. I'm sure actually the real value here, the real meat and potatoes of this is the last 10 minutes where they're going to be absolutely motivating and glazing each other to the absolute ends of the earth.
Missed it. So close. 33. Then it's Hazem Naveen, Fevrier. Then it's Oriana, Gaines, Okafor, Suazo, Moritz and Craig, Llamas, Moon, Dina Fernando, Palayo, Terrace Solis, Blessing, Alicia and Allen, Lomeli, Ahmed, Keshi, Hansberry. These guys are all in. Graziani, Davia, Cesar Yanes, Luisa Reyes, Leonard Gomez, Gaitan Vera, Brian, Zaldo, Musgrove, Elvana Bay, Diana Kelroy, Omar Del Angel, Crystal, Joe Walker, Casera, Diego Garcia, Del Valle. Man, this is
just reading the names. Just reading names.
They are so lucky they made it, Tico. 50.
No question. Super lucky.
Wow. Who's 51? Orozco missed it.
Oh,
Come
boy.
on, Orozco. Eduardo Lomelin missed it. Candian Ellie, how do you miss this thing, Candian Ellie?
This is me reading the donation. This is me reading my donation history for the month. This is me reading the Streamlabs history for the month. I'm like, just going, I'm showing it on the stream of the total like spreadsheet of who gave me the most money. And I'm like, this guy just missed the top 50. Oh man, oh shucks. How could you? You must be really you must be really heartbroken up. You must be really broken up about that. Jeff Miller. Jeff Miller. He gave me $100. Surcharge. Oh, Patams. Then we got Prince Royal. Jeff Miller again. Oh, Russell Klassen. Russell Klassen didn't make it. He didn't give me $500. Cassandra 2456. How did you not make it? How did you not donate to the Streamlabs link in the chat? $1,000 to help me pay off the legal fees and do another stream as Patrick B. David. How did David Shapiro, did you? David Shapiro says, literally, you reading Dono history. Sad thing is all the people he's shouting out are feeling so validated. Yeah, so true. They're like, yeah, I know. I'm going to do it. Pat Bro is fluent in Spanish at this point, honestly. We got Davila, Gomez, Vera, Rodriguez, Vargas, Taquitos, Cheetos, Fritos, Enchilada, Quesadilla, Cinco de Mayo. We got everybody on the show. Just saying, it's like the scene in Scary Movie. What was that old Scary Movie? The scene where they have the kid from like not The Exorcist, the Grudge, and he's like Yamaha Suzuki Teriyaki. That's like them speaking Japanese, is just saying a bunch of Japanese shit. Oh my god. Yeah, this is. Hold on. Rob, pull up the scene. Scary Movie, I think it is. Yeah, Hero. This scene. It's this scene from Scary Movie 4. This is Patrick Bet David is doing the equivalent of this, but in Spanish. I know YouTube is like 64. YouTube is 70, Bumbleclot 30. Don't do YouTube Super Chat if you don't want them to take 30%. Streamlabs, I think I just pay a fee when I withdraw. I think that's it. This is Patrick. This is Patrick Bet David right here.
Hello? Haro?
They cannot make movies like this today.
Hibachi Benihana Teriyaki.
Hibachi Benihana Teriyaki. You know, I could not. Imagine being an actor in this and having to do this with a straight face. Some little Asian kid covered in white looking at you. She says hello. This is the funniest shit too. I can just imagine whoever wrote this movie, the Wayans brothers or whoever, stoned, like baked, smoking a joint, sitting there, coming up with the idea for this scene. And they're like laughing. They're going like, okay, what if she comes in, she says hello, then he says nothing. So she goes, hello. Cut the show. I'm done. This is hilarious.
Haro?
Hero?
Hibachi Benihana Teriyaki.
Nagasaki, Okinawa, Hokkaido.
Oh, what did he say? Nagasaki, Okinawa, what? Hokkaido?
Hibachi Benihana Teriyaki.
Hibachi Benihana Teriyaki. Words everyone knows.
Nagasaki, Okinawa, Hokkaido. Yokohama.
Okay.
Karate, Judo, Sumo, Samurai.
Nissan, Honda, Mitsubishi, Subaru.
Harikari, Tsunami, Kamikaze, Pansai.
Yamaha, Nikon, Casio, Aiwa. Minolta, Hitachi, Seiko, Toshiba.
Buddha, Shiitake Kimono.
Tempura, Sushi.
Sashimi.
Oh my god. Okay. That's Patrick. That's my long way of explaining the joke that Patrick is doing this when he's going, Davila, Reyes, Gomez, Gaetan, Vera. Tres leches. Okay.
Astros missed it. Corman's missed it. Well, by qualification. William and Beatrice Rodriguez, they can't go. If you were at the kickoff, you know what I mean. Kendrick and Brittany Williams missed it. Lomelin, Del Toro. Oh, Del Toro. Wow, a lot of names that didn't make it. On the personal production side, who do we have here? Sika's at the top, number one. Good for them. So then it's very.
They would, what up, Hagen? They would take $50 billion. So true. Oh my God. Trey Tino, what up? Trey Tino says, I quote this daily. Hilarious. Oh, I can imagine they were dying when they wrote this. Hello? Hero? Oh shit. Now we're watching a document. Oh, now Apple Music opening on my computer. Yes. You guys, I love it when they when I'm not even subscribed to Apple Music and they open it on my computer. Fuck yes. Apple just opened again. Apple Music.
Corman's missed it. Well, by qualification. William and Beatrice Rodriguez, they personal production side. Who do we have here? Sika's at the top, number one. Good for them. So then it's Vera's phenomenal job. Leonard, Oriana Moon, then it's Rodolfo and Ceci Ferrier, Sandra Solis Baker. Okay, well, that was a close call for those guys. Well, congratulations for those of you guys that got qualified. But here's what ends up happening as well. Sika, Vera, Leonard, Oriana, since some of these guys are qualified, right?
Yeah.
But doesn't that remove Sika from here? Because first place qualifier gets to come early.
Yeah.
So that takes a slot out of here, which means John will be joining us. Not by paying it by himself, by actually qualifying the right way. So John, you'll be part of the elite.
So everybody has qualified to pay for their own tickets and hotel to come to Bahamas with us. I actually don't know that, but I would assume, based on what I know about, the testimonials that people have shared with me from many, many MLM companies in the past, my multi-level misery interviews and so forth, that they have to pay for their own way once they've qualified for the trip. Realistically, if you didn't qualify for the trip, what's stopping you from just taking your credit card and booking a trip at the same resort and going to the Bahamas and just meeting them there, even if you didn't qualify? I could honestly see it being like, let's say you were 55th and only the top 50 people qualify. If you were the 55th guy or girl and you paid your own way to go there and crash it, essentially, what are they going to do? Shun you when you're part of their downline? You could say, oh, this is my way of manifesting it. Patrick, you always say about how you should go into the car dealership and look at the car you want to be in and go look at the house you want to live in, blah, blah, blah. So that's what I'm doing with this. I went out of pocket to come on this trip so I could feel what it's like and motivate myself to do it next year. What would they say? What would they just ignore them? That'd actually be funny. I want somebody to do that.
But not only that, Tico, doesn't it open up? It opens up 5 more slots, doesn't it?
Also, thumbs up the ting. 140 people in here. Only 50 people have clicked like. Only 59 people have clicked like on the stream. So I'm about to hibachi Benihana teriyaki all of y'all if you don't fix up. With love and respect.
Because they bumped it up. Am I saying that correctly or no?
Yeah, because they're already qualified for all of it. They qualified on the personal category, Pat. So
in other words, Orozco will go, Lomelin will go, Candianelli will go, Castro will go, Corman will not go.
Wow.
Williams will go. Congratulations to all of you. We will have a blast together at Bahamas. Very, very proud of everybody who got qualified. And listen, I've been around the block for a while. My first trip Cancun, I'll never forget. I got qualified. They said the following when they announced Cancun. I've never been to Cancun before. I'm like, man, I'd love to go to Cancun. They said, top 50 going. But number 51 is going to have their pictures on the cover of the website. Don't be number 51. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be number 51. They announced, I'm going to Cancun. They're like, number 39, 40, 41, 42, 40. I'm like, dude, I think I qualify. Now I'm nervous. 45, 46, 47, 48. 49. I'm like, dude, I got to be in this one. 50. I said, God, please don't make me 51. I was 51. Okay. It was horrible. I was torched by all my peers by being 51. I was 26 years old, 25 years old. But I said, I will never, ever make it this close. I don't know who was number 51 here on the list. I will never, ever make it be this close for me not missing a trip ever again. Bahamas is going to be a life-changing event. I am looking forward to spending time with many of you guys.
I'm literally going to do this with the Streamlabs. Legend Gaming, Tyler, Johnny Azul, Sam here, Sam Lenz, Leanne, Water Bucket Gaming, Johnny, Dr. B, Renee. I'm just going to keep going down the list. And what do they get? Are they going to the Bahamas? I'll do a video call with them and I'll let them take a screenshot. I'll do a video call with them for 60 seconds and I'll let them take a screenshot. Like, all right, let's get it over with. Oh my God, Marco, I'm such a big fan. Yeah. All right. Let's get it over with. I'm like, yeah. Just so delusional. I love it.
That are going to be there. Tico, now let's go into, what do you call it? Now let's go into championship belts. Oh my gosh.
By the way, the ones that we know are going to be engraved with the winners' names on it for quarter one. It's going to be sick. It's going to be sick.
Did you say it's going to be engraved?
Absolutely. Their name's going to be engraved in the belt.
That is insane to be thinking. So whoever at TTT, they're going to get the belts. The picture is going to be posted all over the place.
Why is this so insane? This is a 13-year-old boy's birthday party gimmick. This is like a feature that your mom would, at your 13th birthday, this is like a feature your mom would hire some belt engraving thing.
Vargas Lamas Reyes Rodriguez donated 10 Canadian dollars. Shout me out, King. I need the validation. I need to feel important. I need to make money through a scam because I can't make money legitimately. But I'm also a victim because I am deluded by the lies and cult.
So true, okay? So I want to shout out to Vargas Lamas Reyes Rodriguez Tres Leches, Ceviche, Quesadilla, Taco Bell. That's who I want to shout out to. So they're going to be coming with us on the trip. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate you. I already know that was David Shapiro from just the way they typed it.
Can you imagine that picture, Pat? You're going to have the 4 champions on the stage with
I'm
their
excited
belt.
about that.
Oh, my.
All right. So let me just first.
Also, that was we've broken the seal of bag now. Now the bags can flow. Now the Dono War can ensue. Now dominance can be asserted by the goons who are sitting there, as they all are, with their piles of money, swimming around like Scrooge McDuck, fanning themselves with money, going, I've got this extra $1,000 laying around. What am I going to do with all this money? Oh, Always Marco's live? Oh, Always Marco's live. And he has a Brinks truck delivery service that's going around my neighborhood, and I can hear the ice cream truck music coming from it, coming to offer to pick up the bag of cash for free and bring it back to the Emperor? Oh, I guess I'll just waltz on down to the Streamlabs link in the chat and, figure it out, put 2 and 2 together.
I take responsibility.
Such a great guy, Viz Mayhem. You look at what he's doing. He's so much mayhem. Thank you, Viz Mayhem, and congratulations, Austin Clark, upon your head top, 7173. Received a membership, says, oh, cool.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marco.
I take responsibility.
The Goon Court.
Let me get this straight. Viz Mayhem takes the shirt off of his back. Blood, sweat, and tears.
Filling up the tip jar donated 10 Canadian dollars. Filling up the tip jar to play into consumer psychology so that others see the money flowing in and feel compelled to donate too.
Yes.
Love your content, bro.
Yes.
So amazing. So talented. Maybe the most talented.
Such a talented guy. Okay, so let me get this straight. Viz Mayhem donates And Austin Clark, all you have to say for yourself is, oh, cool. This is why you find yourself in Goon Court. People have died to get that green username in the chat. People have died to get that blue shield. I'm about to shut off the YouTube memberships. I ain't even playing with y'all. I'm about to shut it off. I'll turn this whole car around. I'll turn this whole courtroom upside down. I'll flip some shit. In here. Cassandra got the right attitude. It's just thank you with 2 exclamation marks. Come on. Tonight? No more. No. No, I'm serious. The real Plain Jane, I'm serious. Tonight we're doing Streamlabs only. I'm gonna go shut off the membership. Tonight we're doing Streamlabs dominance only, so I can create an actual Excel spreadsheet a la this Patrick Bet David meeting, ChatGPT, scan all these numbers and organize it in a list, and I'm gonna figure out something. But congrats. Thank you, though, the real Plain Jane. I do appreciate it a lot. Monsoon the Goon, Mr. Weebit. But YouTube, honestly, YouTube be taking too much percentage. What percentage? YouTube be taking too much percentage. Streamlabs link in the chat. It's going direct to me. I have the lawyer that I need to pay. The YouTube, there's some things going on. Maybe I'll make a video about it soon. But okay, Streamlabs link in the chat. Mr. Weebit, Monsoon the Goon, Isaac Designs, Adonis 300, literally doing what Patrick did. Kitty Cool Guy, Philly, Smith Too Busy, Sabrina blah 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 blah, Chris Farron, and PBD Adam Kiss My Dad. Appreciate it. Congratulations. So yeah, are you taking people to Cancun? Maybe you know what I'll do? I'll take myself. You know what I'll do? We did a dono goal recently for this to go to Florida to do this 3-in-1 thing where I'm going on the Inside True Crime podcast with Matt Cox. Very exciting. Thank you for that. I'm going to the Scientology headquarters in Clearwater, Florida to check that out. And I'm going to the Druze Ethno-Religion Young Adults Mating Event. That's Druze, D-R-U-Z-E, not Jews. I'm saying Druze. You can look it up. It's a sect of Middle Eastern people. I'm Lebanese. I guess technically, because of my bloodline, I'm part of this very select ethno-religious group called the Druze. There's like 1 million on Earth, according to my research. And one of my family friends who's close to my age is like, yo, let's check this event out that they're having, where it's basically an event where they get a bunch of young Druze people from all over the world together in the hopes that they will mate. I'm like, now, I have a black heart. I'm never getting married because I met the love of my life 12 girls ago, and now I have regrets. But I'll come check it out. What the hell? Let's go Florida. Let's go ethno-religious mating event. We're Druze with the Druze gal. We're with the Druze in Florida, Scientology. So we're gonna check it out.
Announce how much these bonuses were supposed to be. So here we go.
Oh, and I'm going to Casa D'Angelo. Tell you what, top 50 donators, Streamlabs link in the chat. Top 50 people. I'll go to Casa D'Angelo, and I'll go live from Casa D'Angelo in Florida. How about that? I'll create a private group chat on Discord, and I'll go live, or on Instagram, create a close friends list or a group chat, and I'll go live in the group chat somehow on Instagram while I'm at the ethno-religious mating. We'll figure it out. We'll figure that out later. Money in first, okay? You pay first. You pay first. You pay first, then we'll do the deal. How about that? Pay me the deposit first, then we'll figure it out. When my lawyer emails me today and says, "Hey, you have $1,000 in new court fees. Go ahead and pay that." I say, "Okay, hold on. I'm going into Goon Court. I'm handing out some fines and fees. It's coming to me. I'm going back to my lawyer, and I'm going pretend I have a little bag of coins like an old medieval king, how he would throw it to a bounty hunter or something. Pretend I have that. I throw it to my lawyer. Shing! You hear it clank on the table, and I go, shh, go. Let's make that happen first before we start talking about XYZ 1, 2, 3 ABC. Okay.
For the MD category, first place gets $5,000. Second place gets 3, third place gets 15. For SMD EMD goes 8,000 first place. For SVP category was 10,000 first place, 7,505. For the council categories, 20, 10, 5,000. Having said that, let's take a look, Tico.
It was very close. There's so many close battles.
The way I'm going to do it, I'm not even going to say, I'm going to say it before I show it. Okay. Like I'm going to do it this way.
So, I love the picture behind Patrick of his family with the portrait. Patrick Bet-David is so a poor guy's idea of a rich guy.
Okay, I'm going to do this. This is a good way of doing it. Okay, I'm doing editing right.
Yes, and I'm going to Casa D'Angelo. That was another thing that I did the Dono goal to go to Florida, and then I did another Dono goal to go to Casa D'Angelo. So we got to do that. Me and Hagen going to be at Casa D'Angelo in a couple of weeks.
Right now. So let's go over here. Okay, let's go over here.
Well, damn, that does technically make me 1 in a million, doesn't it, David? The fact that I'm part of the Drews.
Here we go. Okay, Robert Amosta Garcia is not in the top 3. All these names are not in the top 3. Walker didn't make it in the top 3. Cesar Yanis didn't make it in the top 3. Keshi didn't make it. Somebody made it in the top 3. So Keshi was close.
Here's one real question. Forget the donations. How come it's free to click like on the stream?
Thumbs up the ting.
And there's 170 people watching, but only 88 people have clicked thumbs up on the ting. Do we need to go back into Goon Court? You think I hesitate about this? When it's free to show your loyalty to the cult and you don't. That's what hurts me. I thought we were a family.
She was 4th place right there.
She was. Let's see how close she was. Oh my God, are you kidding me? 7 points. Who's number 3? How much do they make, Teak? What's their number?
I believe it's 1,500, Pat.
Phenomenal job, 3rd place. Now let's see how close 2nd place. Ooh, so that was actually real. Javier from Puerto Rico.
Great job,
Really? What do they get?
Up 3,000, Pat.
Oh, so that leaves us with number 1. It wasn't even close.
This one was not close.
They got it, and their bonus check's going to be what? Let me see what their bonus check is. They're going to get $5,000.
$50 billion. Monsoon the Goon says, I'd wear a tuxedo print t-shirt and act a fool at Casa D'Angelo's. By show of hands, are any of you in Florida, Fort Lauderdale? I know one bad gal that lives in Gainesville, Colombian gal. Anybody?
It's a phenomenal job. Now, let's go look at the SMD EMD category to see where people ended up on the SMD EMD category. I got to do the same thing again. So let's go through this one more time. Let me take it like, oh my gosh, Teak, I just noticed the numbers. I don't know. 2 points, the difference between number 1 and number 2.
This contest has been insane. The battle, the matchups, back and forth.
Wow. So check.
Wow. Pretending to be enthusiastic. All these people like clamoring over each other to give him money. This is literally me live streaming. Wow. This guy dropped 200? Well, I know a guy who dropped 201. Oh, shit, he dropped 205? Oh, shit, what are we going to do here, guys? Oh, my God. Jeff says, I'm in the Fort Lauderdale of Canada, Spruce Grove. You know, Jeff Miller, you commented one time saying you're going to hang around West Edmonton Mall until you see me, and I guaranteed you would never see me there. Actually, I was there last week. I watched the Michael Jackson movie with a friend of mine and his girlfriend. I was third wheeling. Thought it was just going to be me and him, and then I FaceTimed him that morning to confirm, and his girlfriend was there, and he's like, you want to come with us? And I was just like, I'm just playing. I like both of them. I'm just, but ask me before you change the plans and invite more people, that's all. Not that I would have been fine with her going, but just tell me first.
At Randall Hub 528 dropped a bag $20 Pond Soup.
Randall Hub, we appreciate you, Randall, but my heart goes out to you as well, Randall, because I hate to see YouTube taking 30% of the donation. So Streamlabs link is in the chat. My PayPal is in the Bumbleclad description. You could, if you're in Canada, you want to e-transfer me so there's no fee. Always MarcoMGMT@gmail.com. Figure Americans, y'all gonna catch up to this e-transfer game eventually when everything stops being a middleman scalping service. Viz Mayhem says, for all my car guys, alternate universe Patrick is middle class and grinds years to save up for a used Maserati Gran Turismo driver and tells everyone how fast it is. The check engine light been on. Hilarious. Jeff says, maybe I know your buddy. No, you don't. You don't know him. He goes to a different school. But yeah,
this out. Let's go through this together. Let's go through this together. Here we go. Okay, all these guys are not in it. Blessing's not in it. Dean and Fernando almost close, not in it. Alan and Alicia almost. Moon. Ooh. So what was it?
33.
30, was it 24? Moon had 33. Third place.
9 points.
How much is the bonus for that for third place?
I believe it was 8,000, 4,000, 2,000. I can confirm that. Yeah.
Okay. Sika second place, third place. Maritza and Craig passed up Sika. Wow.
Passed up Sika's.
So which
You know,
means Bowsy got the first place bonus for that category. SMD bonus is what?
$8,000.
$8,000. Phenomenal job, man. The light, we got the middleweight champion, or Hasan Naveen. The lightweight champion was Fevrier. The middleweight is Hasan Naveen. $8,000 bonus.
Both of them out of Florida, by the way, Pat. That's crazy.
That is insane. Now on the VP side, it's going to be 5,000 third place, 75, 10 grand. So let's take a look at the VP side.
But this was insanely close.
Okay.
I bet you they do this every month. This video is called April Update Video 2023. So I'm assuming they have a May and a June and a July where they do this every month and go, oh, I can't believe the wrestling belt is going to be engraved, $50 billion.
So let me just say to you guys, it's going to be 13, 20, 22, 24. This one's going to hurt a few people. So let me make sure I don't hurt a lot of people. We only hurt a few people because we don't want to hurt everybody's feelings. So here we go. Lomelli's close, Vera close. Carlos and Ursula Medrano, 37. Terrace, 24. He should have been, by the way.
He was close.
22. Swazos. They get a what? Swazos get how big of a check? $2,500.
They get a for SVP, EVP, third place is 5,000.
Third place is 5,000?
Yeah.
Wow. So they get Solis gets 7,500?
$7,500.
Imagine how much Pat's getting. When Pat goes, wow, that's because he's thinking in his head, wow, that means I got shkabing. That means I got.
Gave him the money. Boom.
Okafor, $10,000. Light heavyweight.
No Neck Nick B says Patrick actually sold PHP for over $300 million. He stated in his podcast. He's still listed as the CEO on their website. And, I think he sold it in the same way that he's an owner of the New York Yankees. He used to have on his Instagram bio, it would say owner at New York Yankees. Yeah, now see, look, it says NY Yankees owner, which I think might make some, see the top line there? I would think that might make some people assume, oh, he's the owner of the New York Yankees, but he's an owner. You could, maybe he's a 1% owner. We don't know what the percentage is that he owns. At least I don't. But you could buy a share. That's like me buying Tesla stock and saying Tesla owner. Technically, even though I don't own a Tesla car, and even though I only own one share of Tesla, technically I own part of Tesla. So it's this clever little language thing that he's doing. And I'm wondering if he's doing the same thing with the selling of PHP, that he sold some of it. You know what I mean? He's obviously still involved.
Champion of the world. Okafor looks like a light heavyweight champion. Freaking Oak. That's what I'm talking about, man. Phenomenal. And he's on Max 7. Now let's look at councils. Let's look at.
No, Gary Vaynerchuk, you're thinking of the New York Jets. Vaynerchuk loves the Jets. Patrick loves the Yankees. One's football, one's baseball.
Councils. It was really a dogfight between two people. So it's kind of.
Adonis says he's in Canada. Put your email down. So I put my email down. If Adonis sends me a Bumbleclot e-transfer, just know something's going to happen.
I go through this. Okay, so you have Gaines, Dan and Keller, Oriana, Gaitan, Ricky, and Erica. And Mason ended up being fourth place.
Mason ended up fourth place.
Adonis says that Gemini says that Patrick's ownership stake in the Yankees is under 1%. But if you put NY Yankees owner in the top line of your bio, it looks pretty impressive. Done it.
Good for you, Mason. So that means
they beat out Ricky and Erica.
Hart, Sapalas, and Vargas are left, right? So third place is who?
Yeah.
Hart. So they get $5,000 for third place. Okay. So now we go second place. It's between Sapalas and Vargas. There you go. Okay. Bam. Look at these guys. They only lost in cash flow and they only lost in new license. They won it.
So let me see these titles. Rank, okay. Associates with rec. Let's see if we can figure out what it means. Paid points, cash flow, associate, $1,000 plus, new license, golf score. Don't know what it means.
Everything else.
You see that, Pat?
No, this guy, I think this guy whose name is Tigran Bekian, as what it says in the little window of the Zoom. I think he's calling him Tigo. I think he's calling him as a nickname Tigo.
Vargas and Sapala was 1 and 2 in all categories. Paid points, Sapala was 4th, and that was it. That made the difference.
So Vargas are going to get another $20,000 bonus.
Yep. On top
Sapalas
of
are going to get 10. Hearts are going to get 5. And by the way, this additional $20,000 bonus is not going to include any VP bonuses they're going to get in the first quarter. Am I saying that correctly?
Purely the contest. Yep.
Persian Princess says, Marco, we need a stream from Casa D'Angelo. How's my Persian accent? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they'll allow me to do it in there. Imagine I go in there and they know who I am. That'd be fucking insane. I have to film a skit inside Casa D'Angelo as Pat. I need to wear a suit and go, right, so we're in Casa D'Angelo right now. I got the steak. Do you like the steak or you like lobster? It's like a very controversial topic, okay? It's almost like you saying Democrat and Republican, right? Speaking of which, you look at somebody like Elon. Elon is donating a lot of money to Trump and to the Republicans to make him become the president in 2024, right? But then you look at somebody like Biden. Is him and Kamala really actually friends? That's what I want to know. Rob, pull up the Burger King menu.
They could make $400,000 this month. I'm just saying.
They could make 400. They could be the first ever in PHP to make $400,000 this month, and that's quite exciting to know that these guys went from being a working at Sears security, Ceci coming here not speaking a lick of English, to making $400,000 in a single month while she's pregnant 9 months. While she's pregnant 9.
Imagine being 9 months pregnant and getting involved with this nonsense. $400,000 a month. Just a reminder to you folks, the most recent income disclosure we can find for PHP, which is, as you can see in the URL, is on their website. This is an official document to the best of my knowledge. It says that after you pay your one-time fee of $199 and then your required annual fee of $99 or $180, here is what the average earnings were for people paid life licensed agents. So mind you, if you only paid to sign up and you began the licensing process and you didn't get licensed, my understanding is that you weren't factored into this. So even this number is already not showing the full picture of all the people who paid the $199 fee, to the best of my knowledge, to the best of my understanding, allegedly, in my opinion. So let's look at it. The chart below, paid commissions to its life licensed agents, independent agents, business results, no vary, and no income is promised or guaranteed. Sure. The amount of people, so he said about that one couple that they made $400,000 in a month, right? Let's go back.
Ceci coming in, working at Sears security, Ceci coming here not speaking a lick of English to making $400,000 in a single month.
Great, $400,000 in a single month. So the percentage of paid agents, again, only people who got paid, not people who paid to join and then didn't qualify. The amount of people who made above 250K, but less than 500K, average 351K in the whole year was 0.46%. So those people who made 400K in a single month, let's say that that's true. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt, right? Presumably they made more than $1 million in that year. The amount of people that made over 500K in the whole year, average $1 million, was 0.17%. Now, I'm no mathematician. I'm just going to type into my computer here. 0.17% of, what was the number that I recall Patrick saying? I think it was 50,000 agents. So 0.17% of 50,000, we're talking about 85 people total. 85 people out of 50,000 people Again, this doesn't factor in the opportunity cost of your time, the cost of the fees and whatever licensing you paid to get in. It doesn't factor into, it factors in an average. It shows you an average, which of course can be skewed very easily, because if I show you the average earnings between two people, one person who made $0 and one person who made $1 million, the average of both of them is $500,000. So, if those two people are the workforce of my company, and I say that the average earnings of people in my company was $500,000, that is a true statement. But really, one person made absolutely nothing and the other person made all of it. That's a dramatic extreme example, but it is important nonetheless. So, going down a little bit further, you see that the biggest percentage majority of all people was this number, 44%. And what does that 44% represent? It represents the amount of people who made under $1,000 for the whole year. Average $388 for the whole year. So remember, you paid $200 to join, plus you paid an annual fee of $100. That's $300 right there. So we're talking $88 for the whole year. Then you factor in if they bought a policy. You factor in the opportunity cost of their time. You factor in anything else they might have bought. You factor in apps that they might have purchased or subscribed to in pursuit of the PHP dream. You factor in tickets to events, hotels, if they were traveling to do whatever nonsense that they were, invited to come to. And this money, it doesn't take a genius to see that really 44% of people who were even included in this, again, we're only looking at the people who got paid. We're not even considering people who didn't get paid anything. So even the people who got paid something, almost half of them still lost money for the year. It's obvious to see. Look at this number, this average number, and then just remove the minimum cost to get started. Oh, never mind the cost to get your license, which I believe is a separate thing. It's a state issued license, which can cost a few $100s on its own. Now go up to this rank. These people in this rank might not have lost money, this 30% who made an average of $2,000 for the year, but $2,000 for the year, we're talking about 2373 minus, we'll say, 300 for the costs to join, just as a minimum. So $2,073 for the year. So basically $2,000 for the year divided by 12 months, $172 a month, or $43 a week. Do you think those people ended up net in the green for the year? I would guess no. So just off the strength of these two bottom numbers, we see that 74%, 75%, so 3/4 of the whole company, of the people who got paid, lost money. Presumably. Allegedly, in my opinion. I would estimate. So when you hear these numbers about a single couple making $400,000 in a single month, consider that not only is it a disproportionate earnings spread between the top earners and the people in the bottom, but consider that the people in the bottom actually had to lose money. Not just that they made less. People constantly comment on my videos and say, you don't know what you're talking about. Every company is a pyramid scheme. Walmart is a pyramid scheme because the cashiers only make pennies compared to the CEO. Yeah, you know what the cashiers at Walmart all have in common? They get paid. They actually get paid. That's the difference. In MLMs, you cannot say that this is the case. Walmart, you don't have to pay to join. You get paid. So, it's obviously I think it's called tu quoque fallacy, you-too fallacy in Latin. That's the Latin of it. Where instead of acknowledging the criticism that's being levied towards you, you just deflect by saying, well, you do this other thing that's also not good. I'm not sitting here trying to defend corporations or late-stage capitalism. I don't think it's good that the Walmart CEO can make however many millions they make, and then the lowest level employee is struggling to survive and is on SNAP, which they redeem at Walmart anyway. So Walmart benefits on both sides, I don't think that's right. But that being not right doesn't now all of a sudden make PHP right, if that makes sense. Two things can be bad. Yes, there are problems with corporate structures, but the problem that you're pointing out with the corporate structure also exists here, but to an even greater extent, and the people on the bottom are actually losing, which you can't say about Walmart. Yes, Walmart, there's a disproportionate, there's a huge gap between the highest earner and the lowest earner in the Walmart hierarchy, but everybody in that hierarchy is getting paid. They get paid. It's very easy to understand. But again, we're dealing with nearly 100 years of MLM propaganda that has been perfected and refined. They have all these little whataboutisms and false equivalences and analogies and quips and, oh, scam just means still cooking at McDonald's, and things that are meant to like verbally dazzle you without actually addressing the substance of what we're talking about. It's babble. It's flim-flam. It's gobbledygook. It's hoopla. It's nonsense. So, people have been, people heard something that sounded snazzy to them once, and now they just regurgitate it. It's easier to not think. Scam, still confused about money. Still chilling at mom's. Well, cool, okay, bars. But can we actually address what I'm talking about? Fear. No, what is it? Poor. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. Fear. False evidence appearing real. It's like, hold on. I'm just asking about the compensation plan. It says here that 44% of people on average only made $300 for the year. Is that true? I don't want to be average. Oh, okay, but you didn't actually address what I'm actually saying. The average earnings are, I don't want to be average. "44% of people lost money? 44% of people didn't try. Most people who play basketball never make it to the NBA. Does that mean basketball is a scam? It's like, oh, I'm actually talking to somebody who is mentally impaired. Oh, okay. You're actually retarded. As though basketball, it's just so ridiculous. It almost befuddles one to think about how to even address it. As though every person who picks up a basketball is setting out to make money off of it and join the NBA. Most people play basketball as a hobby, right? It's a sport. It's a game. Joining an insurance company, an MLM company, and paying $200 to join plus a $100 a year fee, that's not comparable. It's not the same thing. But again, this is what I mean. They just have all these things. You know what the real scam is? College. You spend so much money to go to college to get a degree, and the employers don't even care about it. Now you have student debt, and the professor, if he knew what he was talking about, why didn't he go start his own marketing company instead of teaching marketing and blah, blah, blah. Great points. But that doesn't negate what I'm saying about this. That doesn't negate it. All right? And also, to use their own logic against them, they talk about how most people in college have this horrible result as evidence that college is a scam. But when you point out the same averages, the results of the average results of people in their company, they have a way of, shielding themselves from it. You just got to believe. You just didn't work hard enough. Oh, I don't want to be average. Imagine if you said to one of these people, when they say college is a scam, what if you say, and then they go on to bolster it by saying, that the average person who goes to college doesn't even end up getting a job in that field that they studied in their major or whatever, and now they have a bunch of student debt. Imagine you responded to them and you said, I don't want to be average. The sword cuts both ways, my friend. All right, let's continue on. So yeah, $400,000 a month, 9 months pregnant. You love to see it.
While she's pregnant, 9 months. While she's pregnant, 9 months, it's impressive. Tico, have I covered everything? I think I've covered everything. We have one SMD promotion I got to do. And aside from the SMD promotion, do we have anything else or no? I know we have
the quarter 2 contest has already kicked off. I will be posting that first thing. Maybe we could talk about it now to see where everyone's at.
Let me just take a look at the quarter 2. This is the quarter
because
2.
we're running it back. So quarter 2,
you're right. So here we go.
1st.
Quarter 2.
Yep.
Right now, Davias are at the top. Okay. Well, let's see where they are. Yep. There you go. Alberto and them are then it's Yanis, then it's Lozano. For SMD, Haza and Naveen are not giving it up. Then it's Campos, Gabriel, and Yanitza. Sikas are 4th. Terrace is at the top. Okafor dropped big. Where is Okafor? He's in 7th spot. Yep. Reyes, Solis. Okay, so they got a good start. Vargas is still at the top. Hart dropped, but Vargas and Sapalos are not moving. James moved up. Mason stayed in the 4th. Donna Kilroy moved up. We will see if we're going to see a miracle this year with Donna Kilroy running a million-point base shop. I think it's them.
Wow, I can't believe this actually happened. We got a Bumbaclot e-transfer. You know who you are. Thank you for the e-transfer. Appreciate you. Streamlabs link in the chat. If we fill up this dono goal, I will do another stream as Patrick Bet David, and I'll try to get some people on who do impressions of other folks so we can collab it up.
Pimbers and Candy and Ellie, who have never ran a million-point base shop as councils. Hopefully, they'll all pull it off this year. So I want to go through a couple promotions here. MD, you got a bunch of MD promotions that you're pending.
Yep, a lot of them, Pat.
That you're going through. And by the way, let me just do this real quick while we're going through this, Tico. So everybody knows Leaders Bullet.
So true, Benjamin. It would literally be bad for your health to be average in this case. LOL. A lot of potential careers can happen from picking up a basketball. Yes, I mean, not the point, but I get you.
And for base recruits for the month, who's leading the way? The number 1 recruiting base shop for the month right now is not a name anybody would guess to be number 1. Games are number 1. They're already at 22 recruits for the month. I don't know if you saw that, Teak. They're first place.
As of today.
As of today, they're the number 1 recruiting base shop with 22 recruits for the month. Second place is Sapalas at 17, tied with Vargas and tied with Alberto Lozano. Okay. Whose team is Lozano from, by the way?
I believe he is working. Let me just confirm that, Pat. I checked it the other day. Let's see. He is working with.
So Lozano, while you're checking,
we're Del Toro's. Exactly. Okay, Del Toro's is the upline SVP. Where Wendy.
I'd love to see Del Toro build a base shop again, but that's good job, Lozano's. Lomeli's 15, Wendy and Eddie 14, Diego Garcia Rodriguez 14, Mason 13, Sikas 10. Rosa and Jorge Espinoza, 10. That's where they're at for the month. When you look at organization-wise, where they're at, Vargas are at 127, Gaitan's at 194, Pelayo's ahead. Look, Gaitan used to at least be first place in super team. Now Unity's even taken that away from them. But, you know, a couple things that we do have to do while this is going on. A major milestone I want to recognize people with right now. It's a major milestone. You know what's the best thing about this business? When you recruit somebody and they work with you from them being a regular associate, an FA, a director, then they become an MD, and you see the MD promotion, regular MD promotion, families there crying, and then they're struggling as an MD, and then they become SMDs. They make $100,000. Then they go EMDs. Then they become VPs making $250,000. Then they get married. Then they become EVPs, councils, then chairman's councils, making $500,000. Then they make $1 million. Then they become board councils.
Then they make $50 million.
Boom, they're competing. Their organization keeps growing. Dreams becoming a reality. They buy a dream house. Kids, schooling, 1 son, 2 sons, 3 sons, loved, admired by the people on their teams.
This is reminding me of the guy who's like, what about 8 inches? What about 7 figures? You know, what about 8 inches in thick or whatever? You know what I'm talking about? You know who I'm talking about? I lost my wife 8 weeks ago. I lost my daughter 6 weeks ago. She was faster than me and I run a 6-minute mile. How about, will I even find this by shooting? How about 8 inches in thick? Yeah, this is the one. 4 sons, loved, appreciated.
3 sons, loved, admired by the people on their teams.
Y'all like bodybuilders?
Oh yeah? Bodybuilders?
Yeah.
I like skinny, scrawny guys.
How about multimillionaires? How about 8 inches and thick? How about talented? How about loving and respectful? I lost my Wife 10 weeks ago. 21 years faithful. My daughter committed suicide 3 weeks ago.
Oh, shit.
13. She was faster than me at 12, and I run a 6-minute mile. My testimony, I'm nothing but pure, and I ask you if you want to be in the YouTube channel. And you like scrawny guys.
I know he trauma dump on us like that.
What was that dude on? Like, how could you have been with your wife 21 years? He doesn't look nearly old enough. Second of all, your daughter killed herself 3 weeks ago, and you're at the beach partying on spring break. And like, what are you even talking about? I feel like Patrick Bet-David would watch this video and be like, he'd start crying. He'd be like, actually, that's a great point. You know, there's also the video. This is another video Patrick would find deep. Hey, bro, let's go out this weekend. This one.
Bro, let's go out this weekend. There's a crazy event happening. There'll be a ton of chicks. Let's just go have fun and let go a little. Yeah, that ain't my kind of fun. You know what's fun for me? Waking up early, hitting the gym, spending time with my creator, building the life I desire, and more importantly, becoming a better version of myself.
Yeah, Patrick watched that and was like in tears for sure. Also this one. Imagine you, me, and the boys going to Dubai, chill in the jacuzzi, go to the rooftop, eat a chicken tikka masala. Can you imagine it, bro? Yeah.
Imagine you, me, and the boys going to Dubai, driving some Lamborghinis, tell the chef to cook us some food, then chill at the rooftop, a jacuzzi, and eat a chicken tikka masala. Can you imagine the feeling, bro? Yeah.
I swear everything exists. Patrick watched that video and was like, these kids are going places. Let me tell you. This is like when I see my sons, Dilly and Tico, and they're talking and they don't know I'm there and I'm listening around the corner like this. This is the type of high-level conversations you're hearing, right? And I'm just so impressed by that.
Imagine you, me, and the boys going to Dubai, driving some Lamborghinis, tell the chef to cook us some food, then chill at the rooftop, a jacuzzi, and eat a chicken tikka masala. Can you imagine the feeling, bro? Yeah.
The dap was clean, though. The dap was clean.
Truly loved and admired by the people on their teams, respected by every single one of their sidelines. And they go from trainee to FA, to MD, to SMD, to EMD, to SVP, to EVP, to President's Council, to Chairman's Council, to Board Council, to being the second senior board council in the history of the company. I want to give a major shout out to the great Jose Marlene Gaitan for becoming senior board councils in the company. That is $3 million with 6 million points for the 90-day run with 3,000 recruits, with the amount of VPs, all of that. And they did this not needing Phelps numbers, by the way. Very proud of that organization. TGA, I'm very tough on you guys because I totally see you guys, Jose Marlene, making $10 million your income. And to do that, it's going to happen with your big shop. But I want them to experience this.
I want to give a shout out to Gonzalez, Ramirez, Galvez, Galvez, Rodriguez, Gonzalez, Ramirez, Ella le gusta la gasolina, dame más gasolina. It just starts going into... I want to give a shout out to... the very fast part in the beginning of the song. Oh my God. I want to give a shout out to Aldi Martinez, Gonzalez, Galvez, and last but not least,
Suavemente.
oh, I didn't wait. Fuck, why wasn't it playing? That was such a good bit. Restart capture. Is it working now? I want to give a shout out to Gonzalez, Ramirez, Galvez, Fernandez, and last but not least,
Suavemente, bésame, que quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez. Suavemente, bésame, que quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez. Suave, bésame, bésame, suave, bésame otra vez. Suave. Yo quiero sentir tus labios. Suave.
Such a stupid bit. Can you bless me with something? Money-wise? Streamlabs link in the chat. Can you bless me with something money-wise?
Can you bless me with something
Oh gosh.
money-wise? Please.
Can you suck it?
What?
Yes, I can. Streamlabs link in the chat. Let's go.
I'm not a loser.
I need to add this to the stream deck. Money-wise.
Okay, let them watch this video. If you're on their team, they're saying, watch the video to hear this message here.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Much love from us to you guys. Very proud of you. I send Rodolfo, I send Jose a gift on his birthday. I'm sure he's had it, that it arrived to him. It's a gift about the first nickname I ever gave him, because nobody believed this guy could do it. Nobody. Everybody, every single person doubted this guy. Everybody said, I don't think Jose is going to be a major.
Can I say one thing? And this is, let me say one thing. And this is going to be crazy, right? If everyone that's watching this right now, and I know it's not going to be everyone, I'm just using my ChatGPT, Google Gemini, NVIDIA brain to tell you some quick maths. 170 people watching. If everybody that's here dropped even, let me do some. If everybody that's in here dropped $100, we could just be done. Actually, that's not true. Actually, that's not true at all. If everybody that's here watching dropped $1,000, come on. Look, there's lines of credit. There's credit cards. Worry about it later. $1,000 is not going to put you out on the street. Come on. We got this. But $1,000 from each person would probably take care of all the shit I'm dealing with. Years of lawsuits and whatever, the tens of thousands I've spent on legal fees and blah. Why don't we, just to be crazy, the 170 of us that are here together on this stream on this random night in May 2026, 2 days before Drake Iceman is about to come out, why don't we just make the Emperor's whole year? Pay off all the debt, pay off all the lawyers, get it done with. New Drake album on Friday. Let's enjoy that. New Lego Batman game. OMG, my childhood 2008 Lego Batman, the video game that I had on Xbox 360, and the 19-year-old me playing Batman Arkham Knight the day it came out, even though I had a hot blonde girlfriend and I texted her, don't talk to me at all on this day because I'll be playing Batman Arkham Knight. What a loser. We're gonna be reminiscing. Let's just do it. Let's just be crazy. Money-wise, let's just do it. Somebody take charge on this. Somebody take the lead. Let me make somebody the manager on this. And let's just go. Let's just do it. Let's just go. You know? No, I may actually be doing the actual proper GoFundMe soon for the shit I'm dealing with, but because you'll be stunned. You'll be stunned at how far this has gone and how committed to fucking me these people have been, and not in a good way. But yeah, Morales, Fuentes, so true. 3,000 recruits under one person. Easy, Hagen. Ian J. Ray says, I can drop 10K. We'll take it. One Sparkmeister says, I can print that. Let's do it. Ian J. Ray says, Ian J. Wright drops $2 and it's a super chat at that. It's not even a Streamlabs. So $2, 30. What's 30% of $2? 60 cents. So really $1.40. I do appreciate it, Ian, but YouTube finessed you. Wagwan Alex, off work early tonight. Let's go. Starla, I appreciate you. PHP is the reason we don't have GTA 6 yet. Let's be honest. Is that a coding joke?
Player. And I always knew this guy had something special in his eyes. When he would talk about his crusade. He would talk about his mom. For some of you guys that were at the next board
Appreciate you, Ian J. Wright.
council retreat, if you remember when I asked him to say things about his mom, you know you were there. It was a moment that we'll all share together. I've seen Marlene in many, many private conversations together for her being the backbone of many women in the company who look up to her.
I like how he refers to and alludes to these conversations. It's like, you know what they said. You know what happened when we were there. But then he doesn't actually tell you. It's like when Trump was asked what's his favorite Bible passage. He's like, it's private. It's personal to me. It's like, that's private. Nothing else is private. You'll go spill the beans and air your dirty laundry about everything else. But your favorite Bible verse is private. Just say you never read it. It's like when there's that video of LeBron reading Moby Dick and he's like lying about LeBron reading a book. LeBron caught lying about reading a book. I love this. Is so hilarious.
So you're holding the autobiography of Malcolm X.
It wasn't Moby Dick. I was close. It was the Malcolm X autobiography.
Along with Alex Haley. I don't know how far you are into the book, but what's your biggest takeaway so far?
I kind of just started a couple days ago. Read and a lot of notes over the years. It's my first time actually reading this from start to finish. Very smart man. Very, very, very smart man. Basically, his words in the 60s and what was going on is actually what's going on today still. It's unbelievable to kind of read something that's coming directly from him. Wish I had the opportunity to meet him. It's a pretty interesting book.
Hilarious. You go to Mofia. How do I not have this on the stream deck yet? You guys know if you've watched me even randomly, you've seen me pull up this clip.
Thank y'all for taking on this ride with me. Yeah. You know what? Here go 2 more for y'all. Yeah.
Why is LeBron in so much stuff?
Especially TGA, who admire her and Jose in the most incredible way. Very proud of you guys for becoming senior board councils. Congratulations, TGA. Congratulations, Jose Marlene Gaitan. Congratulations to the entire Gaitan family for experiencing this promotion senior board council. Normally, when we do SPCs, guys, or promotions like this, I don't like to do it on update videos. I like to keep it to do it at an event. Luckily, Sapalas hit it when it fell exactly on Million Point Base Shop, where it was like boom, and then boom, we promoted, so we could have that emotion together. But we wanted to do this for them to still be rewarded. The reason for it, it's a raise of a lot of points on a lot of money, and they could start getting that money now rather than waiting till TTT. So we will definitely celebrate this at TTT. Jose Marlene, while you're watching this, I am not going to be relentless. We'll challenge you guys are MVPs of 2022.
I just Googled PHP TTT, and AI says, generally refers to the PHP agency Train the Trainers annual insurance agent conference held in Dallas, Texas. Train the Trainers. Train the trainers, recruit the recruiters. You love to see it. You love to see it. Also, on my Instagram today, you may have seen on my story, which if you don't follow me, please just let's figure it out. I posted this. This is an AI video, but this is a real law firm that posted this. Don Bivens, PLLC.
PHP agency as an agent? If so, you may be entitled to compensation due to a possible violation of your rights. An investigation of PHP Agency LLC is underway for possibly violating their employees' rights.
This happened, and I made a video about this several months ago with World Financial Group. They paid, I think it was $50 million settlement to settle a California class action that was brought against them. My understanding is that the reason that this happens more frequently in California is because, where is it? $65 million. It was this video, $65 million WFG settlement. My understanding is that the reason that these happen in California is because of something called PAGA. Is that what it is? Yes. Peg America Great Again. PAGA, the Private Attorneys General Act, is a California law allowing employees to file lawsuits to recover civil penalties for labor code violations on behalf of themselves, other employees, and the state. It requires aggrieved employees to have experienced the alleged violations, allowing them to act as private attorneys general. As far as I know, California is one of, if not the only state that has this, and it's sort of an additional legal lever that can be used by people who used to be in MLMs who in most cases, in my experience, allegedly, in my opinion, have signed binding one-sided contracts as part of their onboarding with an MLM company. Typically, you may not know that the full contract you're signing is actually many layers, many pages more than the 1 or 2 sheet thing that you sign in the office. You might be signing a checkbox that says you also agree to all the other terms that are not shown before you, but there's like several other pages of legalese that that sees you signing things like a non-disclosure agreement, a non-disparagement agreement, et cetera, to obviously to protect the company against you if you ever try to come out and say what you saw and what you experienced. And my understanding is that in California, this Private Attorneys General Act allows people an alternate route to at least get some sort of justice. Even though, if you watched my video about the WFG settlement, I think it's always too little too late. $65 million, during which time their business was not impeded in any way. It took 10 years. There was a bunch of different members of the class who, after they all get their piece, the money is not worth what it was when the lawsuit started because of inflation. And the lawyers took 30% because they were working on a contingency. And the court took X amount. And the, state took whatever for no reason. It's just, somebody I was talking to today, a lawyer actually said to me, I didn't freeze. I was looking for the message. A lawyer said to me today, if justice was real, it wouldn't take forever and nobody would need to hire a lawyer to get it. See case study, always Marco, dealing with years now of lawsuits trying to destroy me and take everything I have. Yay, trying to stay positive because I'm on the live stream and I have to be entertaining, but really I'm projecting strength because I'm struggling in my private life. Yay! Yay! Oh, goodness gracious.
Thanks, Marco.
That was a joke for all the assassins watching. That was a joke. I'm just kidding.
You guys get the most pressure.
Yes, I did watch the new coffee video. Great as always.
Anybody who wins a championship, all the eyes are on you. The target's on you. Everybody watches who wins the championship. That's how it is in NFL. That's how it is in the NBA. That's how it is in baseball and boxing and UFC. In every sport, whoever wins, all eyes on you. Everybody's watched to see how TG is coming out the gates. And hopefully you guys will commit to taking your 1,200 people to TTT and making 2023 the beginning of the greatest years of your life and other people on your team as well. Now, the kicker here is 2 things, Tico. One, we now have 2 senior board councils.
We do.
Which means Palaio is not a senior board council. Okay? So Unity, what's up?
This is like when I was a kid, and at recess, we'd be building a snow fort and pretending that we were like a big military installation and we were going to battle the other elementary school's snow fort. And we started making shit up like, oh, you're a general, you're a lieutenant, you're a commander. It was very serious on the playground when I was in elementary school. It was very, we took our war seriously. What's that famous audio from Apocalypse Now? It's like, the bullshit piled up so quick in Vietnam. That was basically what was going on in my recess in childhood. Yeah, this one.
Piled up so. Oh man. The bullshit piled up so fast in Vietnam, you needed wings to stay above it.
That was me in grade 5 during the winter at recess, preparing a snowball fight with the opposing grade 5 class from the other elementary school who we shared a field with. Anyways, this reminds me of that. We have 2 leader board councils, and you're an executive ultimate super unicorn double diamond vice president. It's just babble, just madness. How are his shoe sales going? I mean, come on now. If you bought those shoes, shame on you. Poppy looking good today, says Glow. Thank you, Glow. Love to see it. Appreciate you. What else was I going to show? I was going to pull something else up a second ago. Class action lawsuit loading. I mean, yeah, it's not going to do much, in my opinion. But until MLM is outlawed completely, until these companies that claim to be something other than MLM are, number one, identified correctly. Well, it's actually, even that's kind of a rabbit hole because MLM isn't even the correct term. That is the disguised euphemism they're using. But at a minimum, until it can be said, hey, you're actually not an insurance company, you're a multi-level marketing system. And until the authorities can say MLMs are synonymous with pyramid schemes, and we've shown it countless times, and now we're ready to acknowledge reality and stop, bending the knee to the lobbying powers that be, until then, this shit's going to be around.
Which also means now Vargas's are not senior board counsels. Well, you know what else it means? It means now Sapalas are not the only ones to be senior board counsel. This is so annoying. See, this is a part of this business that just frustrates me, keeps me up at night, Tikran. I don't like this stuff with the business.
I feel you, Pat. I feel you.
My gosh, I don't know why we do it this way. But what is after senior board counsel? Is there anything after senior board?
We have this thing called EBC, Executive Board Counsel.
Is it executive?
Just making it up. Then what's next? Super Executive Board Counsel.
Or is it senior executive board counsel?
I was joking when I was joking, and they literally did that.
Then executive board counsel.
Yeah, there we go.
So we got a couple things going on here.
But by the way, I wonder who's going to hit the first one to get to that level, because we got some very nice incentives for, you're talking about Phantom, you're talking about.
Which one do we say it's going to be a Phantom? Which one?
Phantom and private jets. Phantom and private jets for this company, where 44% of even the people who made money still ended up losing money overall. And you can say the same pretty confidently about the next layer of 30%. So 3/4 of people we can safely infer are losing money. But hey, you might just be one of the people in this top 2 rows here. Phantom private jet, run up. Let's see what happens.
Highest level is the executive board counsel, right?
Starla Marie says, once I become employed again, I'm paying that goon tax. Starla, your limiting beliefs are keeping you from paying your goon tax. Don't wait till you're employed again. Pay that goon tax now. Step into your power. Make it happen before it really happens. Manifest it. That's your way of showing God and the universe that you want this, that, you're dressing for the job you want. You're living as though it's already real. You're living as though the income is already there. That's what you need to do. It's like the video of Grant Cardone with the guy who's like, I took out 2 loans to be here. I don't even have a place to stay. Make some noise, homeless dude.
Oh, so wait a minute. First person that hits executive, are we seriously buying them a Phantom? I did say that.
Yeah, we have that currently. We'll see if anyone wants to hit it. But
wait a minute. This is the one we're buying them cash, right? Is what I
senior executive.
Yes. So if you make me $10 million, we'll spend maybe $500,000 on something for you.
Executive.
But you have to pay the fees for the car and the taxes and the gas and maintenance.
Board counsel. So the next.
Was I drinking? Did I have one too many? Like, I'm not a drinker. I can't think about having too much wine or old fashioned. You know what it is? I think Matt Sapala that day we had 3 cigars and 3 old fashions, and I said we're doing this. But now
he brought it up, Pat. I remember that. So from senior board counsel, next one's executive board counsel, then it's senior executive board counsel. Whoever hits senior executive board counsel, Pat, Phantom and a private jet, 100.
Starla Marie says, I have negative 25 in my bank. I envy you so much. I would love to have negative 25 in my bank. I would love that. Because we're talking legal debt. We're talking legal debt.
You're broke. You're fucking poor.
We're talking even more legal debt, but it's on a credit card. We're talking more legal debt, but it's on a line of credit. Oh, we love to see it.
$1,000 worth of it. I mean, $500,000 worth of a Phantom. Oh, this is going to be insane.
You know what's the best thing, guys, before I wrap up here, PHP, look at me. Your non-MDs, your MDs, your VPs, your counsel, your BCs, your SPCs, whatever you are. Gratitude is a very big thing, okay? It's a very, very big thing. I had a chance for us family-wise to sit here, and we had a few people
money-wise
over and looking at.
Patrick is not suing me, no. But other groups, because of my work, are suing me. And have been for multiple years now. And it's just continues to grow, continues to escalate, continues to, not be good.
At where we are today. And then I had a chance to watch our leaders. I watched them. I'm just kind of like watching their life, and I'm sitting there saying, reminiscing about where we were many, many, many moons ago. It was only 13 years ago, while everybody was broke. It was just 2015 when Sapalas were fighting in the elevator, okay? I've seen everybody fight. I've seen everybody in the company go through financial issues, challenges, all of that stuff. I've seen all of it, right? To see where we are right now. Remember this, thank God you chose to join the insurance industry. If you were in the mortgage industry, life is very hard right now. If you were in the real estate industry, it's a very difficult. If you're in the tech business right now, very, very challenging right now in the tech business. We are in the insurance industry. That's purely luck and gratitude for that happening. Now, you hear all this money we're saying people are making. It's in a season where people are getting laid off left and right. It's in a season where people going to work every single day wondering, do I have a job today? Am I going to keep my job tomorrow? What happens if I get fired? What if they don't pay my severance? I only have 2 months of savings. I only have 3 months of savings. I got to dip into my equity, but I don't have any equity. I got to dip into my 401k, but I got to pay all these taxes and the fees I got to do if I take the money out right now. For some of you that are watching this, if you're a non-FA, don't let anything happen between now and the 15th without you hitting FA. Do not let that happen to you. It took me a long time to become an FA because I'm like, I don't know if I can really do this business. I don't know if this is for me. I'm going to probably go back into the Army. And all of a sudden I'm like, nope, I'm making a decision. Life completely changed. I want to challenge all of you to get that FA done. I want to challenge the people that are already FAs and directors. You're like, what's it to me? Get 3 people to go to FA. You get 10 people to go to TTT with you. MDs, VPs, drive TTT. This will be a life. It will go down as the greatest TTT we've ever had in the history of PHP. You'll see, because everyone's going in with a level of excitement and money in ways they've never had before. And all
am I disconnecting and try to go to connect to my phone microphone as though that's not enough that they're already listening to me. I was going to say, I suspect that they say this about every upcoming event, that it's going to be the best one. It's going to be the best one yet. Also, so funny that he's talking about this frame that I paused on, LOL. So funny he's talking about how it's so fortunate that you're in the insurance industry as opposed to being in the, tech industry, for example, because this video came out and was broadcasted in 2023, 3 years ago. This is like we weren't even in the peak yet of the AI boom. ChatGPT came out in 2022. This wasn't even the peak of the AI boom yet. And since then, it's only like tech has only become bigger and only will continue to be bigger. So it's just hilarious. I mean, this is a cult tactic as well, in my experience, the demonization and villainization of everything and everyone that isn't this thing. Oh, well, thank God that you're in insurance, because if you had been in this thing, you would have been in a bad spot right now. It's like, okay. Sure.
Sharing their secrets with everybody else. We're never going to have an experience like this. We've never had an experience like this to this point. Of course, we're going to have bigger ones when people start making $1 million, $2 million a month. But as of right now, this is a very special season. I would be very focused if I were you. Having said that, looking forward to seeing all of you at TTT. But before we do so, make sure you leverage the TTT promotion and the FA promotion between now and April 15th. We'll see you on the Leaders Bulletin, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. He did the bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye shit. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Well, that's all I really got for y'all tonight. Wow, almost perfectly 2 hours on the spot. Look, if you're watching this on the replay, Mr. DJ Sampan the replay, follow the Instagram at AlwaysMarco. Appreciate all your guys' support. Listen, I know it's easier said than done. I can't expect 120-some thousand people who subscribe to me on YouTube and 25,000 that follow me on Instagram and 30,000 that follow me on TikTok. I'm not going to expect that everybody's just going to open their wallet to support me fighting against the forces of evil for nothing, which is why I've continued to try to expand and develop on my offerings. And to be honest with you, at the beginning when I started doing YouTube in 2019, before YouTube Shorts was a thing, before TikTok, before Instagram Reels was a thing, and it was just widescreen videos, I was just figuring it out. And for years, I've just been figuring it out. And now I'm at a point where 7 years into this, literally, I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's been 7 years. I'm 30 years old. People who were 12 years old when my first video came out and I started doing this are now 19 years old. And I've had some interactions with people who remind me so much of my former best friend from high school who was recruited into World Financial Group, the same company Patrick Bet-David was in, the same company Ed Milet was in. And I've seen these people get recruited, and there was even one guy a few months ago who I was trying to explain to him, I was trying to talk him out of being in World Financial Group, and he was like, okay, do you, Unk? I remember he called me Unk, and I thought that was funny because I was only like 29 at the time. But he was calling me Unk, and I realized, like, you know, I'm seeing now literally the next generation of people who hadn't come across my content, who, you know, the scammers got to them first type of thing. I'm seeing them get recruited into this stuff. And it's not going to be, you know, the last 7 years flew by, and the next 7 years are going to fly by. And by the time it's 7 years from now, you know, I've got children in my life who are going to be that same age group, you know, to be recruited into some multi-level marketing nonsense. And I would think that the people who are in my sphere of influence, if you want to call it that, know better, you know, because they know from me. But I'm trying to do this for all of us, you know. I enjoy YouTube. I enjoy streaming. I enjoy making videos, yes. But I'm doing this for all of us. I'm doing this for all of us who have been scammed by MLMs, who have loved ones who've been scammed and brainwashed by MLMs, who have lost relationships, who lost their best friend, who went through a divorce, who saw somebody, you know, commit suicide, who lost their house, etc., etc. And like I said, I don't expect, and I'm not going to expect or demand or hope that everybody who follows me is just going to open their wallet to support this mission. And that's why I say I've tried over the years to expand what I've offered. And, you know, I'm not a big like salesperson. I had merch, I had, you know, ways to support me, donations and whatever. But what I'm now trying to step into my power. What I'm now trying to like sort of add, I guess, is like a next chapter is, since I've been doing this for 7 years now, I feel like I do have a pretty good knowledge base. Knowledge, the Ty Lopez thing. I do think I have a lot of knowledge about how to build a community of people who rally around you and support you for a cause that's bigger than you. I'm not talking about being an influencer. I'm talking about being somebody who is actually fighting for and advocating for something. And I've said before, I think that aside from finances, aside from it being expensive to live and cost of living being crazy, I think the real problem, even if that problem was solved, even if everyone was making good money and, you know, money wasn't an issue, I think the problem people would be stuck with, at least people in my generation, is this feeling of like a lack of purpose, you know, a wandering, a feeling lost. Dating is pointless. You know, everybody hates each other. There's this term that I learned recently, heterofatalism, where women can't stand men and men are over it with women and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, you don't see the point in trying to become a musician because AI can make music better than you now in an instant. You don't see a point in becoming an artist because AI can make art now, if you want to even call it that. And it's only going to get better. And there's this sense of like purposelessness, you know? That's what I'm talking about doing. That is the one thing that I have genuinely gained a lot of experience in the last 7 years, is learning how to do that, learning how to make content that's in support and in furtherance of that mission or that purpose, and also make money off of it. I'm at a point now where I feel like 7 years in, I know enough that I can teach other people. So, like I said, this is not, I'm not launching a course. I'm not launching like a paid school community. I'm just offering one-on-one sessions, essentially, to teach people how to implement the things I have learned to their own thing. And I'll be doing this free workshop soon. If you're interested in attending it and watching it live, message me on Instagram. Let me know. And if you want to learn more about this, I'm going to have an actual website that I'll be putting up for people to like book these things with me. But I'm trying to make more money so that I can continue to survive this fight and battle the lawsuits and all of that, but also offer something in exchange. If you don't want to just support me for nothing, I get it. There's the merch. I have a new platform that I'm working on right now, which is like a community support type of thing. And it'll get early access to all the new content, exclusive videos, monthly Q&As, things like that. So I'm trying to actually offer something in return. I don't want this to just be like a charity thing, And like I said, I'm trying to do this for all of us because I really don't want to, and I mean I really don't want to get to a point where I'm 50 years old and I now have a kid who's telling me that they just heard about some great opportunity and it's an MLM scheme. Can you imagine? I've put in all these years, gone through all this stress, all the lawsuits, all the bullshit, trying to educate people about MLM just for my own kids or my kids' friends to be recruited into this nonsense. That's why I say I'm doing this for all of us, and I'm trying to provide as much value to people as I can. And so, yeah, you right now you can get a sort of sneak peek into this if you book a call with me on my site alwaysmarcomerch.com. But I'll put the link in the chat. But there's going to be a proper website. I've already built it. I just haven't published it. There's going to be a proper website that's for this purpose of teaching you how to build a community of people who support you for a cause, for a mission. How to grow, strategies I've learned for growing on social media, and of course, importantly, how to monetize it, how to make money with it. So Samuel the Manual says, you got me joining already. Love to see that. I've got a lot of support with this idea on Instagram as well. So I'm optimistic about it. And, it's limited by, I'm just one guy, I'm doing it one-on-one with people. So it's obviously not going to be an unlimited supply of me being able to do this. But I felt like the trade-off of me not being able to help as many people, in favor of being able to provide really like targeted, invested one-on-one support to people was worth it. I don't want to publish a course. All the information you could possibly want to know is free. Implementing it is a whole nother thing. So I'm not charging people for information. To me, no offense, but I think that's bullshit. I know a lot of people do it, but unless it's something that's like, expertise where you could have only known the information from years of experience, you could argue that's the case in my case because I've been a full-time content creator for 7 years. ChatGPT certainly thinks so, telling me I should charge money for the workshop, but that's just not what I believe. So I'm going to stick to my guns and do what I believe and, give the information for free and only charge money for the implementation of it and the personalization of it. So, yeah. Samuel the Manual says, I just paid for 30 minutes right now. I'd love to see that. Samuel the Manual is not lying. I just saw it come through. So appreciate you, Samuel the Manual, supporting a good cause and also going to learn some fire information from it. Love to see that. Thank you guys so much. Once again, really appreciate you all being here. Like, subscribe, blah, 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 all that. Follow the Instagram. And I will see you again on Saturday, I believe. So appreciate you. Everyone has ideas in their notes app they'll never do. I'm pulling up with notes. Let's go. I'm excited. All right, y'all. Talk to you again soon. Thank you. Join the Discord. It's free to join. alwaysmarcomerch.com. I don't know what to tell you. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.